welcome back to the X-Files.
The SAX files.
Oh!
That's where I was going, because X Parasites. Anyway, in the last part, Sector 3 was overheating because of an X Parasite mimicked a scientist, and then things started getting wild. Now Samus has been asked to check the upmost area of the BSL station because there are some non-X Parasite biosignals, and you know that could mean potential survivors.
Yes, my favorite type of sandwich, the BSL, bacon, spaghetti, lettuce.
So what you're saying is a meatball marinara?
With bacon and lettuce, yeah.
Come on, Gabe, you walked right into that one.
I did. I walked into that Subway and said, I have an order.
That's character development. Gabe is just calling it the spaghetti sub now.
I'm not calling it the spaghetti sub, but I'm acknowledging that there is a train of thought which leads people to believe that it is called the spaghetti sub. Therefore, who am I to judge and disagree any further? Unless they say that the meatball marinara does not exist.
Why
and
is there a
only
frozen
the
Ridley
sub.
corpse in here?
You know. The Riddler.
Because,
He's cold.
he did.
Warm him up.
But why is it there?
Look, it's just like, oh, it's a scary dragon. Dude, that's me.
Maybe it was the
Scary
fake
dragon.
Samus.
True. Yo, wouldn't it be crazy if we had to find an X Parasite that looked like Ridley?
Man, that would be the only way Ridley could come back, considering that he died on planet Zebes and nothing happened in between Super Metroid and this game. What are you talking about?
Oh wait, did they bring back his corpse?
Yeah, that is actually Ridley's corpse on the BSL station. I couldn't tell you why it's there, but it's there.
After Samus killed him, a separate research team came on planet, took the body, and left.
The planet was destroyed!
No, while Samus was still doing, fucking around. The planet didn't blow up when Ridley died, when Mother Brain died. So they had time.
Right.
To pick up his shattered remains and piece him back together and glue him back together and stitch him back together and piece him back together after extracting him from the lava. He died pretty hard.
Can you please refresh me on how exactly the X Parasites work? Do they kill the host first and then infect, or do they infect then kill, or do they just take over any dead body? I forget.
So what they do is they basically an X Parasite will infect anything they come into any living being they come into contact with, and apparently machinery too. I think it's for nourishment. After doing so, they gain access to its DNA and can use that to copy their appearance and mannerisms, and even their memories and intelligence too.
So we have to be led. Currently, we're led to the assumption that the original host dies as that happens.
The original host absolutely does die, and Samus is an exception among exceptions.
I was gonna say, that can't always be the case because we have Samus here.
Samus survived only because somebody used DNA from the baby Metroid to create a vaccine, since Metroids are the natural predators of X Parasites.
Your armor could not be saved, Samus.
As a result, Samus is now part Metroid, and pieces of her armor have replicated into the SAX.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the armor. Okay.
Oh, hey, it's those guys from Planet Zebes who we saved.
Creatures.
The
Yes,
creatures
the
that
homies.
and that one egg hatched into a little baby now too.
You're gonna find them dead soon.
Wow, Carrie.
Carrie, that's dark. Because
I
we
don't
let
want
them
it
out.
to happen. I'm just being realistic.
Wow. Carrie's like, that was a good memory. They're gonna be only a memory soon.
I mean, to be fair, we all will.
Edecuns and Dakarus. I have met these intelligent beings before. They seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet them again here. In the past, they've helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had, but where did they run to? I hope they're safe. Yeah, those were the life signals, by the way. They were the little guys who taught Samus various abilities in the last game.
The big jump and the wall
Hi,
jump.
friends.
Yeah,
I'm friends
the
with
big
them.
jump and the wall jump, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they wouldn't be here if we didn't save them at the end of the game, except they would be because it's
They
a different
would.
game and it assumes that you did so. So the survivors were not human. Most unfortunate.
Wow.
We can now confirm the deaths of all crew members. I imagine this was the case, but I had hoped it wasn't, so... I believe the X only infected the humans for knowledge. That form is too weak for battle. I am sure the others were merely food for the X. Samus, I think they are evolving, growing stronger. Some are now appearing that resist your current weapons. HQ anticipated this and sent powerbomb data as soon as the hardware team finished it.
Oh, I wonder why HQ anticipated it.
Download it immediately. Our choice of data rooms is limited to the one in Sector 5, which... Yeah, okay, yeah, we've been in there a couple
Sector
times
5,
now.
Arco, it's a gas station.
Oh, God. Samus is going to have to pay $70
$70?
to get her tank filled.
Isn't that gross?
Well, you know. War in Europe. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
More to it than that.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about current events in Smash Team games unless they're funny current events. Then we'll
Yeah, we live
absolutely
in the past.
talk about
I don't
them.
even know what year it is. 1982. Why are
Carrie,
we
actually,
playing
it's not the
video game?
80s. Carrie, it is the 20s.
The
There is
1920s, the
yes,
1820s, the
1920s. There are a bunch of people, farmers specifically, who are being hit by a big dust bowl. It kind of sucks. I read it in the newspaper.
But did you hear that alcohol's illegal now?
What?
Doesn't affect me. Wait, what did
that's-
churches do when alcohol was illegal? Is that when they switched some of them switched to grape juice for communion? I'm really curious now.
Maybe they should have asked former President Woodrow Wilson. I know he wasn't president at the time because he kind of did the whole World War I thing for 2
You've been to this data room before, but I'll show you its position again.
Cool, thanks.
Is your objective clear? Okay, now move out.
Thanks. Stinky computer, shut up.
I just found an article called How the Church Saved the Wine Industry During Prohibition. I wonder if they appealed to freedom of religion, especially the Catholic Church. I'll have to read this later. Oh,
I don't know
here, the
why,
first
but,
line.
like-
Catholic churches need wine according to canon law of the Roman
The
Catholic Church.
description that you gave me there just made me think like it's just like, okay, alcohol's illegal now. Jesus says we can have wine. All
Actually,
right,
it's true.
Jesus says so. Okay.
It's like, all right, except for the churches, you guys can have wine.
Because it eventually just, according to the Catholics, turns into Jesus' blood anyway, so it won't be wine for long.
True.
Gotta love Catholics.
Remember when Jesus turned just like a thing of water into his own blood?
Yes, that's just crazy. Remember when he was like,
I'm a Christian because I can be a vampire.
oh, what was that in the background? Big, large, immense, sizable, gargantuan,
Humongous.
humongous,
Enormous.
You know,
ginormous.
I'm sorry, you mentioned
Mega.
the vampire thing in Christianity, and it just reminded me of this bit from like the English dub of Loop on the third part too, where like Jigen like gives a cross to Goemon, and he's like, "I know your family's been Shinto for like 10 generations longer, but that doesn't mean damn to a vampire. You know, there's something very offensive about that."
It's actually that joke is actually really similar in the original airing too, but the only difference is like Jigen's just it's a bit more crass because Jigen's just like blah blah blah. Look, man, Shinto great and all. He's like, but what you need is Jesus.
Is that what he said in the Japanese version?
He says basically he's like, what you need is Jesus. Vampires fear one god. You have too many.
That's somehow worse than what he said in the dub, and this is the Loop on
know.
dub we're talking about.
And Goemon says the same thing. He's like, that is not kind.
Like, that's the thing that gets me. Okay, this is the Loop on dub we're talking about. The fact that it managed to be, like, even more ridiculous than the dub is incredible. Oh my god, speaking of that, like, we're gonna get the Part 6 dub pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I know those footsteps.
Hey, little lady.
Hey, it's our friend.
And by
Dark
little lady, I
Samus.
mean big lady.
No,
It's not the real
Dark
Dark Samus,
Samus is someone else, actually.
I know, it's not the real one. I'm sorry.
Oh, Evan, why are you tempting Faye?
Oh,
Well, you
this
see,
is really
you see,
funny,
the
by the way.
SAX is actually very dumb.
That's good. It's nice when the really powerful things are dumb because then they're predictable.
Now, in order to move forward, we need to lay up this power bomb. However,
with them.
yeah, the SAX hurt us.
Well, yeah, you shot the wall.
But the SAX won't follow you into this room.
She's like, damn, that's just cold. Fuck
Well, yeah, it's like she's like limiting herself to like using the wave beam, ice beam combo to even hit you at all, like just hoping to God it actually succeeds in hitting you.
Zuck
This
Siege
game actually gives you a lot of power bombs for some reason. Oh, no going back that way.
You guys ever wonder what the next amendment to the U.S. Constitution will be?
Yeah, I'm writing it right now, actually.
What is it?
Euros are only allowed to use lamb meat or falafel. Anything else is a crime against me.
Against you specifically?
Yes.
Oddly
only
specific
only lamb meat or falafel. Anything else is punishable by either a $16,000 fine if you're a business and practicing. If you're just like making it like at a street cart or like at a home gathering, and I catch word of it, you can either choose 6 days in prison or $600 fine. Now you might be wondering,
seafood?
What?
Wait. I'm sorry, maybe I missed what you said.
I said euros are only allowed to have 2 types of meat in them. If there's meat in your euro. If you do
Oh
not...
my gosh, I heard that as like Europeans, not the...
No, not euro.
Alternatively,
you know what?
gyro.
That's actually 100% fair. Those 2 words are very similar.
I mean, you could just start calling them gyros, then it'd be a lot easier.
Euros, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really oddly specific amendment that I feel like would have minimal effects on life.
Actually, see, that's where you're wrong.
You see, it would
Oh,
make
no.
euros a lot better.
There you go. Bing bong. Evan's got it. He knows. None of this fucking chicken euro shit. What the fuck is that?
Gabe's a real falafel guy.
So no
I am,
seafood euros?
No, absolutely not.
Darn.
Mediterraneans hate themselves enough. You think they like fucking making
The
seafood
Mediterraneans eat a lot of fish. I usually don't hear about it.
euros? They
Because they live along the sea, so you think they
not
love it.
like deep sea fish, but they fucking love crustaceans over there. Like crab and
Well,
lobsters, like big over there.
you see, it's the Mediterranean Sea, so anyone who lives in the Mediterranean Sea eats seafood by default.
True, because they live inside the sea.
Yeah.
Better to live in the sea than the D flat, am I right, jazz band fellas?
Ah!
Hey, bing bong. All right. When are we gonna fight?
What? When are we gonna fight Donkey Kong?
Yeah, actually. When are we gonna fight Donkey Kong on the Commodore 64?
Why the Commodore 64?
I can't tell you. I can't read mine.
He just didn't answer.
I like how it says...
Sorry.
oh, it looks like AO, like Alpha and Omega. But I don't think
Oh,
it is.
that's supposed to be like...
Adult
I
only.
think it's supposed to represent actually energy. Like the O, is like a circle to represent energy, and the what looks like an A is actually a missile. Samus, return to your ship. I have important information.
Okay.
Wonder what
Okay,
that's
yep.
going to be.
Well,
Are we
needless
gonna
to
reveal
say,
things?
we're going back to the ship next time on Smash Team Games. I
Yay.
sure hope nothing bad happens on the way back to the ship.
Time for some
we're
plot,
okay.
maybe?